Last class we can discuss about some of the general characters of reptilia, the type of teeth and the type of vertebrates and the type of the cranial nerves. Here in reptilia, some of the general characters are: kidney is what type of kidney? Metanephrical kidney, that is a well developed kidney is present. Suppose in kidney connected with the Wolffian duct. What is Wolffian duct means? Wolffian duct we can resemble with vasa deferens in males. What is vasa deferens means? It is a muscular tube-like structure useful for transport of sperm from the testis. That is the use of the vasa deferens. The same mechanism can be seen in the Wolffian duct. And then tympanical membrane. Tympanic membrane indicates, see, this one is the external ear, middle ear, and from here they having a internal ear is present. This is pinna, and this one is the external auditory canal, and this one is the eardrum. Eardrum is also called as a tympanical membrane. And then in this, the middle ear having a single ear ossicle, same as that of amphibians. That single auricles is called as a columella of Aries. I already said columella of Aries. And very important one, mainly it can be seen in snakes and lizards, a specialized Jacobson's organ is present. This Jacobson's organ is mainly useful for the olfactory function. Olfactory means smelling. And then the males having a copulatory organ. Copulatory organ means the organs which can useful for participating of sex. That type of organs is called as a copulatory organ. That's why in reptiles, males they can possess copulatory organs except for rhynchocephalia. Rhynchocephalia is an order of reptiles. The rhynchocephalia best example is the spinodon. Spinodon is same as that of lizard, and it is the endemic to New Zealand. Endemic species means the species is present in a particular area. That type of species is called as a endemic type of species. And then in snakes, hemipenis is present. Hemipenis means the penis is like a bifurcated manner. That type of penis is called as a hemipenis. And then here cloaca. I already said rectum and anus combinedly they can form a pore, that is called as a cloaca. Here the cloaca is 3 chambers, same as that of birds. In aves also they having a 3 chambers will be present. One is the fructodium, another one is the iridium, another one is the coprodium. These are the chambers. This is the anterior chamber, this one is the middle chamber, and this one is the posterior chamber. One is the proctodium, another one is the urodium, another one is the coprodium. And then here the development is the direct development, and then some are oviparous which can lay the eggs. It means mostly they are the oviparous. Some are viviparous. Egg is megalethal egg. What is meant by megalethal egg means the egg having a yolk sac. More amount of yolk sac sona undadam అని అర్థం. That's why when egg having a more yolk sac, that type of egg is called as a megalethal egg. I already said it is the cleidoic egg. They having a shell and the cleavage. Cleavage means division. The cleavage is meroblastic. Meroblastic means partially divided cleavage is called as a meroblastical cleavage. And then here in this reptiles having a 4 orders. Below the class, the taxa is the order. Now we can discuss about the orders. Here they having a 4 orders is present. What are the 4 orders? What is the chelonia? Another one is the rhynchocephalia, another one is the crocodilia, and the 4th one is the squamata. In chelonius, the best example is the tortoise, that is called as chelons. And then rhynchocephalia, I already said the example is the spinoda. It is the endemic species and it is a living fossil. It is the endemic species to the New Zealand. And then crocodilia, the best example is the crocodilus, that is the Indian crocodiles. In squamata, one is the lizard. Here the lizard, the scientifically called as a hemidactylis. Hemidactylis is commonly called as a wall lizard. And then snakes, 2 types. One is the poisonous snakes, another one is the non-poisonous snakes. Poisonous snakes, naza, commonly called as a cobra. Ophiophagous hanna, commonly called as a king cobra, and the bungarus, commonly called as a crate. And then if you go for the non-poisonous snakes, the best example is the pythus. Pythus is commonly called as a rat snake. Now we can discuss about aves. See, now we can discuss about aves. It indicates birds. Here the aves class includes some are extant, some are extinct organisms is present. Archaeopteryx is a connecting link between reptiles and aves. Connecting link, it means it is a transition form. They can show both the characteristics of the reptiles and aves. Now here the aves are feathered endothermical animals. Endothermical indicates warm-blooded or homeotherms, which can maintaining a constant body temperature. That type of organisms is called as a endothermal animals. Here some are anatomical, morphological and physiological adaptations takes place to flight birds. What are the adaptations takes place to the flight birds and the flightless birds? Suppose if you go for the flight birds, what are the adaptation means? They having a feathers and they having a pneumatic bones. Pneumatical bones means this one is the bone. The bones, they don't having a bone marrow, they having a air cavity is present. That type of bones is called as a pneumatical bones. Now we can go for the what are the adaptation. It means either anatomically, either morphologically, either physiologically. What are the adaptation is takes place, we will discuss now. Now we can go for the first adaptation. This one is the forelimbs and this one is the hind limbs. Here forelimbs, they can be turns to wings for flighting purpose, and then hind limbs mainly used for walking, swimming and perching. Perching indicates sitting on the branches, that will be called as a perching. And then the skin is dry and covered with scales, mainly in the legs region, and horny covering beak. The beak having a horny covering will be present. Horny covering beak is present, and here in this body glands are absent. Glands means either it is a cell or it is a tissue or it is an organ which can secrete a chemical substances, that is called as a glands. Here in birds on the surface the glands are absent except base of the tail. Base of the tail, they having a specialized glands, that is called as a preen glands, are also called as a oil glands. Based upon preen glands or oil glands, the feathers is very shiny nature. That's why how the feathers are more shiny nature means by the presence of the preen glands are also indicates the oil glands. And then here if you observe the vertebrae is heterocoelous. Heterocoelous vertebrae is present, and the skull is monocondylic. I already said only for amphibians and for mammals is the dicondylic skull, remaining all having a monocondylic skull. And the endoskeleton, I already said endoskeleton means the bone work formation inside of the body, that will be called as a endoskeleton. Endoskeleton is a fully ossified. Ossified indicates formation of bones, that is called as a ossified with calcium. Here the bones, I already said what type of bones. Pneumatical bones are present. Bones with a air cavity, that type of bones is called as a pneumatical bones. And then here I already said this is the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral and coccygeal. These are the vertebrae. See, last thoracic vertebrae, lumbar, sacral, few coccygeal vertebrae fuses, they can form synsacrum. Very important, synsacrum. This synsacrum can support pelvic region. This thigh region is indicates the pelvic region. This is called as a pectoral region, and below the leg region is called as a pelvic region. This synsacrum can supports the pelvic region, and then few coccygeal, remaining few coccygeal or caudal vertebrates can support to the tail region, that is called as a pygostyle. That's why suppose this is thoracic, lumbar, sacral and few coccygeal can support the pelvic region, and remaining caudal vertebrates, that is the coccygeal, can support the tail region, that will be indicates the pygostyle. And the sternum having a keel. Sternum having a keel means this one is the sternum. When the sternum is protruded like this, that it will be called as a keel. This keel can support the breast muscles. This muscles is called as a pectoral muscles or pectoral major and pectoral minor. Pectoral, this region is called as a pectoral region and this region is called as a pelvic region. That's why the sternum is protruded like this, that will be called as a keel. It will be support the breast muscles. And then clavicles. See, this part is called as a clavicle. This both the clavicles is combined. This is called as a interclavicle. This interclavicles, it can look like a V-shaped bone. V-shaped bone is also called as a wishbone. And then remaining general characters we will discuss tomorrow.